Rob Eckno was born with the gift of gab. For most of his life, he has made his living from talking, whether as a DJ, an actor, or a shopping channel host. Rob fell in love with radio in high school when one of his teachers helped the students raise money for their own radio station.
He was my inspiration. We actually went out, started a 200-watt FM station, got our license, and a lot of people have had great careers because of that.
Rob studied communications at a local community college, and he was even elected class president, but also loved the party scene.
I just got into partying big time. We had keg parties at our house every Monday night. We'd watch Monday Night Football, play poker till 2 minutes before class started, race to class. It wasn't the best example to be a class president of your college and you're the leader of the party crew out there as well.
Despite his lifestyle, Rob managed to graduate and enrolled in a 4-year program. While still a student, he was offered a job as a DJ in a top radio market in Massachusetts. At night, he spun platters at a Mexican restaurant and later at a strip club. That's where he tried cocaine for the first time.
There I was with mayors and police chiefs and city councilmen literally 5 feet in front of me, and I'm playing music for all these naked ladies, and I've got lines of cocaine, and I'm getting drunk and stoned, and it was quite a mess.
Rob's friends envied his early success, but his lifestyle and cocky attitude eventually caught up with him. He was fired from his radio job when he made an offensive remark. He also stopped attending classes and flunked out of school.
And I ended up DJing at nightclubs and partying with the bands until all hours of the morning and things like that.
Eventually, he found work as a news reporter and then as a media relations rep with several sports teams, but his drug use consumed his life. One year, Rob sold his house and made a $35,000 profit, but spent it all on cocaine. He lost everything and moved to Fort Lauderdale, Florida, where he became homeless.
Anytime I did gather a little bit of money, it would always went to try to find a dope dealer or a bottle of booze.
Rob attended a local church there, even though he would show up high most of the time.
But I used to walk 3 miles in the heat every Sunday, and I'd go to church stinking in the pews. I'd walk into the men's room, and I know at least once or twice I actually snorted lines of cocaine at church. And I'd be sitting there, and the pastor, every week I would say, wow, how does he know me? It's like he's only talking to me. So God obviously was trying to get me a message through all my insanity.
One day he was watching the cruise ship sail into port and decided life wasn't worth living.
One day it hit me in the head and I said, listen, what is the point of me wasting another day on the sidewalk here? I'm taking up space from people that have a life. I have no life. So let me just end it all. So I was literally walking over to where all the big cruise ships come in Fort Lauderdale. I knew I couldn't swim, but my luck, it would be the one day in my life that I could swim. So I said, at least if I end up being able to swim, one of those cruise ships will just, plow me right over and it'll be over. But it was weird. I was walking over there and God obviously had a different plan for me.
At that moment, Rob heard a voice telling him to go to California. So he decided to move out west, but first he went to visit friends up north, where he had another life-changing experience, a DUI.
The day after Thanksgiving, November 28, 1992, I ended up having a fight with my girlfriend. It was Thanksgiving night. I went out, got drunk 200 yards from the police station at 2 o'clock in the morning. I get pulled over. And when she came to pick me up a couple hours later, I just looked at her and I said, man, I'm done. I cannot do this anymore.
Rob entered a 12-step program and got sober. He finally moved to Burbank, California, and contacted a woman there about a room she had for rent.
When I talked to this girl, it was funny because she's like, you can't move in with me. You're a guy, and I'm a Christian gal, and, blah, blah, blah. But come to this church called Church on the Way with Jack Hayford. And she said, there's a Friday night singles meeting. Come meet me there, and we can at least chat, and we can talk. Maybe I can help you get a place to live.
Although Rob had been sober for over a year, he knew he needed to take the final step and pray to receive Christ.
And she talked to me for a little while, and I said, you know what? It's time for me to fully give my life to God because I don't want to be drunk and stoned anymore. I want to rebuild my life. God knows this, so let me give my life to Him and let Him guide me.
Since then, Rob has worked as a host for several shopping channels and as an actor on the News Radio TV show with Saturday Night Live stars Jon Lovitz and Phil Hartman. Today, he is married to Tammy and hosts a popular Christian internet radio talk show called In Your Face.
The purpose of the show is to inspire, motivate, and challenge each of us to become the best we can be for ourselves, our country, and most importantly, God.
Rob is also active in helping the homeless and other ministries in Southern California.
That's what Jesus put me here to do, and all of us. We're supposed to care about one another. My motto this year is exactly that. What can I do for you? Because if I'm doing something for you, it means I'm doing work for God. And if I'm doing work for God, that means my life's going to be okay.